Tonight on CTV, an update on Ebola in America, plus a look at how women are objectified in Old Town. All this and more on tonight's episode of CTV News.
Good evening, I'm Patrick Enslow.
And I'm Annie Ngo, filling in for Bryn Carmen tonight.
In national news, a second nurse in Texas has tested positive for Ebola. According to preliminary reports from the Center of Disease Control, the healthcare worker contracted the disease while caring for Ebola victim Thomas Duncan. She reportedly traveled to Texas from Ohio on Monday and tested positive on Tuesday. According to the CDC, she broke protocol and shouldn't have flown. The other nurse, Nina Pham, contracted Ebola from treating Duncan, remains in isolation at a Dallas hospital. Vincent has been transferred to Emory University Hospital in Atlanta. Locally, efforts are made around northern Colorado in preparation of a Colorado outbreak. According to Larimer County's health department, the potential of an outbreak is unlikely. Still, the Larimer County Emergency Healthcare Coalition is preparing emergency plans. Healthcare professionals are being advised to follow protocol for putting on and taking off protective equipment. The World Health Organization reports that in West Africa, Ebola has claimed over 4,000 lives and more than 8,000 cases have been reported.
Kaiser Permanente announced the plans to open a second medical office to be built in Fort Collins. The location is yet to be determined, but the facility is expected to open in 2016 and will be somewhere north of the current Harmony office. The new facility will offer primary care services, lab pharmacy, and medical imaging. Kaiser is a healthcare provider and insurer for over 26,000 members in northern Colorado, including 8,319 from the Fort Collins area. Kaiser requires that its members receive treatment from its own doctors and hospitals or at networks Kaiser has contracted with. Since September, there have been 7 reported physical assaults near CSU, all of which have involved women. CTV reporter Kelsey Peterson took an inside look at what some women have to deal with while walking around Old Town.
I'm sitting in my car and this guy comes towards me. My automatic instinct? Lock the doors. All he wanted to do was smoke a cigarette, so why am I paranoid?
So my friend Jessica and I, we intentionally dressed frumpy, and we're going to Old Town tonight, so let's see what happens.
On a different night, we went out like this, and the response was exactly the same. It didn't matter what we wore or how we presented ourselves to the world because guys still saw us as sex symbols. Comedian Ever Maynard talks about how we live in what she calls a rape culture. She discusses how women are constantly aware that their rape could happen at any time.
As a woman, we're taught, like, never walk alone at night! If you walk alone at night, you're gonna die! You'll get raped if you're walking alone at night! You need a man to survive! Unless he's following you at night! Then you will die!
Why is it that specifically women are targeted?
So when we look at groups of individuals who are harassed most, it's individuals who are deemed to have less power. Women primarily are more likely to be harassed.
Unfortunately, we live in a culture where it's okay to kind of treat women like they're kind of like objects for men to just sort of say things to and act certain ways toward.
The worst part is men think women are uptight because they can't take a joke. Here's the thing. You know you're joking, but I don't. Ask your female friends, if you have any, if they've ever walked home late at night with a key pushed through their knuckles, just in case. If they've ever crossed the street to avoid a stranger, just in case. If they've ever taken the long way home because of the weird guy on the corner, just in case.
I think about those things all the time. So when some guy in Old Town pulls his car over to yell, "Hey, can I put my face between your butt cheeks?" Do you know what's going through my head? Am I gonna get home safely tonight? Is there anyone around to hear me scream? Do I have something to hit him with if he tries to drag me into his car? I shouldn't have to think that way at the expense of his humor. So guys, next time you're out, you're trying to have a good time and you see a woman, before you say anything, think about it.
Remember to be safe and be aware of your surroundings as you're walking home from Old Town.
Well, yeah, in better news, we got homecoming game this weekend, and I really hope the weather turns out well because, I mean, it's a big game out there.
Have you bought your tickets for the concert?
Yes, I have. I'm going to the concert and the football game. I'm real excited. Austin, what's in store for this weekend?
Well, Patrick and Annie, looks like it's going to be a nice one. I'll have more on that coming up for the break. Right now, though, we're going to take a look outside, and a beautiful night here in Fort Collins. We hit record highs today across the state. Not here in Fort Collins. We had quite a bit of that cloud cover throughout the day, but 83 in Denver today and 80 in Colorado Springs. Those were both record highs. That warm weather was here as well and has left us with a fairly pleasant night. Outside right now, 61 degrees here in Fort Collins, mostly clear skies. It's 7-mile-an-hour winds from the northwest right now. That'll help us cool it down a little bit over the next few hours, but really not too bad of a night for mid-October. 61, feeling more like August or September right now. Not too many of these left. Let's look over the next 3 hours and see what we have in store before midnight. 59 degrees, mostly clear skies persisting all throughout the midnight hour. Still mostly clear at midnight, 55 degrees. So again, a very mild night for this time of year, and those conditions will continue throughout the night. As those clouds burn off, we'll get rid of that heat, and it's going to be another chilly one tomorrow morning. I'll have more on that coming up next, as well as your homecoming week forecast. Patrick and Annie, back to you.
Thanks, Austin. Coming up after the break, Austin will be back with his full forecast for the week.
Stay tuned.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Welcome back from the break after a warm one today. A warm one this evening as well. Our live cam outside the studio showing plenty of people out and about. Still lights are on. IM fields are active. It's a pretty nice night. And like I said before the break, not too many of these left in the rest of the year. So you're going to want to enjoy that. And then tomorrow, we're going to see conditions fairly similar to what we saw today. You're going to wake up tomorrow morning. There's going to be quite a bit of cloud cover just like you did today. And it's going to be cool as well. Look at that, 47 degrees at 9 a.m. So if you have an 8, 9, or 10 o'clock class tomorrow, you're going to want to bring a jacket. By the afternoon, though, we're heading towards the 70s with partly cloudy skies, still in the 60s at 6 o'clock tomorrow. So a day pretty similar today is on the way for tomorrow. Let's look at what you need to pack as you're headed out the door. We're getting to that time of year where it's pretty difficult to decide what you're going to wear. You know, you go out in the morning and it's 40s, so it's really cold. You need that jacket. But by the afternoon, 70s, that's way too warm for a jacket. Here's your best bet. A t-shirt, jeans, and a sweatshirt. You still might be a little warm in the afternoon when you take that sweatshirt off, but hey, at least you'll stay warm in the morning for that cool hours. Across the state tomorrow, temperatures will continue to be above normal, well above normal. In fact, 63 is the normal for Fort Collins, so about 7 to 10 degrees warmer all across the state. Nearly 80 in the southeastern corner in Lamar, 50s and 60s across the high country. Otherwise dry as well. Look at this. Mostly sunny skies persisting all across Colorado tomorrow, and that is going to be the theme for your 5-day forecast. Look at this. Tomorrow, 70 degrees, partly cloudy in Fort Collins. So again, what you wore today, that's going to do it for tomorrow as well. Friday, 62. We have a cold front coming through early Friday morning, and you'll see that drops temperatures back more towards the seasonal average of 63 degrees. So still, we're not going to be really cold. It's just going to be more normal for this time of year. Saturday for the football game, 65 degrees, perfect for football weather. Then by Sunday and Monday, we have that warm weather making a return. Low 70s coming back into the forecast on Sunday and Monday. That is about 10 degrees above normal. Patrick and Andy, looks like we're going to stay dry and warm for about the next week and a half. Back to you.
Speaking of football, Austin, we will have a sports update from Olivia Landis.
Plus, a new master's program coming to CSU. Stay tuned.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
Good news just won't stop coming from Rams sports. Last Saturday at Moby Arena called for stomping of Fresno State, with Colorado State winning straight sets. The victory was CSU's 13th win in a row and earned the team the honor of being the first in the nation to 18 victories. The Rams also continued their climb by being named number 6 in the AVCA Division I Coaches Top 25 poll. The volleyball team will look to remain unbeaten in Mountain West by taking on New Mexico on Thursday. The good news doesn't stop there, though. Hopefully you're not tired of seeing CSU players as Mountain West Women's Volleyball Player of the Week, because it happened again.
On Monday, Dree Colbert was the 4th CSU player in 5 weeks to receive the honor. The football team had a winning weekend also. The Rams had their first Mountain West victory last Saturday against the Nevada Wolfpack, improving their record to 5-1. It's the first time since 2000 the Rams have had such a winning record. Garrett Grayson also broke a record on Saturday with his 9th career 300-yard passing game. The Rams can now look forward to building on their new winning streak at Hughes Stadium this Saturday. Colorado State will be taking on Utah State for their homecoming game with a kickoff time of 5 p.m. Women's soccer had a win last Friday also and did something not yet seen this season. Gianna Bertana scored in the first half and the Rams were able to keep the lead the rest of the game, defeating in-state rival Air Force. The Rams' luck didn't last all weekend, however. Sunday afternoon not only called for chilly winds and light drizzle, but also for a heartbreaking loss for the Rams. With the first half scoreless, Colorado State and Colorado College battled in a thrilling second half. With 1 minute to go, the Tigers got one last goal in, causing the Rams to fall short. The soccer team plays next Friday at San Jose State with a kickoff time of 3 p.m. That's all for sports. Back to you, Patrick.
Leora Khan, the founder of Proof Media for Social Justice, came to speak on Colorado State campus today. Khan has worked with many prominent media outlets. This speech is the first in a series of speeches hosted by CSU regarding human rights. The goal of the Proof is to get young people involved with communities and cultures around the world.
CSU is a nationally ranked school for sustainability. To further their efforts, the university has announced plans for a new Master's of Greenhouse Gas Management and Accounting degree to address climate change issues. The program will be offered through the Department of Ecosystem Science and Sustainability and combines curriculums from both the College of Business and the Warner College of Natural Resources. The degree requires 37 credits, which takes about 3 semesters to complete, and offers internship experience. The program will begin in the fall of 2015 and applications will be accepted through February of 2015. This week, mail-in ballots are being sent to the post office and then voters' homes. In Colorado's first all-mail election, county offices have until Friday to send out ballots. On October 20th, voting centers will open in each county, allowing voters to drop off their ballots. On October 27th is the last day to register to use a mail-in ballot. October 28th is the last day to ask an elections office for an absentee ballot, and October 29th is a recommended deadline to mail in ballots. Election day is Tuesday, November 4th, which includes the governor, Senate, and House race.
Students, are you thinking about riding public transportation to save money on gas, but are confused about transport routes? You're in luck. Starting Thursday, October 16th, Transport will be offering free public travel training classes. To get informed about all the public transportation system has to offer, stop by to learn about schedules and rider tools. There will also be info on the new Rapid Max bus system. Training classes will be held at the Downtown Transit Center every third Thursday of the month between noon and 1. For more information, call 970-221-6620. In other news, Fort Collins ranks 7th in the nation for bicycle-friendly businesses. The League of American Bicyclists designated Fort Collins a platinum bicycle-friendly community. Recently, they've recognized 7 businesses in Fort Collins as bicycle-friendly, adding to the 15 already recognized businesses.
That is all the time we have this evening, but be sure and check us out on thecollegian.com to see all our stories.
Also remember to follow us at Collegian C. Good night, everyone, and have a great rest of the week, and good luck on those midterms.